let me tell you about a little oddball NES game that buzzed onto the scene in 1992 and somehow stuck in my memory like a fly on flypaper. It's called B-52, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You're a bee, you're armed, and you're collecting nectar like it's your 9 to 5. Developed by Codemasters and published by Comerica, those lovable rogues of the unlicensed NES scene, B-52 comes in one of those flashy silver cartridges with a mysterious switch on the back. That's your first clue this ain't your average Nintendo-approved title. You see, Comerica had to bypass Nintendo's lockout chip with a trick called Lockout Stun, which basically zaps the NES into submission. It's hacky, it's rebellious, and it kinda rules. Now, the game itself is a side-scrolling shooter, but instead of the typical spaceship, you'll be a bee with a projectile sucker mouth and a thirst for nectar. The goal? Visit flowers, collect honey, dodge predators, sting ants, and make it back to your hive without getting injured. It sounds simple, and it is, but the execution? Let's just say this game isn't quite as smooth as you'd hope it'd be. The controls are pretty rough. B-52 handles like it's sliding on a sheet of ice covered in molasses. You got up, down, left, right on the D-pad, but acceleration is sluggish and stopping is tricky. Hit a wall or enemy and you bounce back like a bumper car, then you'll have to rebuild speed from zero. And trust me, when you've got ants stealing your honey and grasshoppers jumping around, that delay can be deadly. Combat-wise, you get a straightforward A-button shot and a B-button sting that drops from above. Useful, but hard to aim with those loosey-goosey controls. You can collect power-ups like a Super Stinger, Bomb, 3-way shot, or by finding secret holes that may have a power-up inside, or taking out a glowing lightning bug. By far, my favorite power-up is Junior, your tiny sidekick who circles you like a satellite. He'll take the hit if you're attacked, which is great, because otherwise it's one-hit kills and it's back to the start. There are 12 levels split into the backyard, a swamp, and a house. Each environment is crawling with themed enemies and traps, and yeah, it starts off really easy, but by the mid-game, things get chaotic. By level 3, every flower needs to be visited to fill your honey jar, and with all the enemies and the time limit, things can get frustrating. Still, there's something charming about it. The visuals are colorful with decent sprite work for 1992, and the music's got that classic 8-bit cheer. This game kind of reminds me of Mr. Mosquito on PlayStation 2, a weird little game with a hyper-specific concept. Only instead of sucking blood inside a Japanese house, you're in a garden spitting bullets at spiders. What B-52 lacks in polish, it makes up for with novelty. It doesn't need a strategy guide, and there are cheats floating around, but honestly, the game's not hard so much as it's uncooperative. You'll fight the controls more than the enemies. It's clearly aimed at a younger crowd, but collectors? Oh, this is gold. The unique cart with the switch on the back? Yeah, that's a conversation piece. So, should you play it? Maybe once, just to say you did. B-52 is quirky, it's uncommon, and the gameplay is different. But once the novelty wears off, you'll probably tuck it away and never look back. Still, if you're building a collection, I think B-52 is a great addition to it. Just be ready to flip that switch, literally, and keep some patience in your pollen pouch.